Welcome back to Five Own Love. You know who it is? It's the Orca main Noa James, and we talking about self-love, healing. Where did you find self-love? Where is self-love? How did you gain self-love? It's love. It's Sunday, love day. What's up, Sincere? Sincere? Shit, hey, Sincere, hit me up after the interview if you want to do a Five on Love. I'm gonna take people who just want to go live and just tell them 5 things they love about themselves. You know what I mean? But y'all know what it is. It's love, man. You know, whoever in here, just put something you love about yourself. You know. I know it's hard. I ask people that, man, and sometimes it's hard for them. I'll be like, we gotta love ourselves, man. We gotta accept compliments. Hey, it's a good smile. It's a good smile. But, we gotta accept those compliments, What up, Rick's Rumble? But it's, So I'm about to bring up the first guest of the new season of Five on Love, Brette Sims, artist, healer, entrepreneur. Let's get it going. Where was she at? She popped up. Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm blessed.
All right, let me turn my volume real quick.
Had a beautiful week, So
yeah.
love. How you doing?
Week. Great self-love Sunday. I'm wearing my self-love first shirt.
Yes, that's what shirt I got on. No, I got usually I have my keep that shitty energy to yourself shirt on.
That's a good one too, for sure.
That's one of my best protection spells.
Yes. Protection spells all day.
All day, man. That's what it's all about. My granny put me on to that. She like, you can make your own protection spells. Gotta believe in it though.
Yeah, and that's the key. That's the key.
That's the magic. So, artist, entrepreneur, healer, goddess, like it goes on. It goes on. But y'all are women, black women, like it's one of these.
time for us to finally, speak up these days,
That's beautiful. So
I think,
for the people that don't know you, or I got people in here, you want to give them a brief little introduction?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so my name is Brette Sims. I am an artist. So I do illustration, drawing, graphic design, painting. I'm really into oil painting right now. So I have, my art collection on one side. That's what I do. But then I also am a nonprofit founder. And my nonprofit is called STUK Designs, and that stands for Strong, Talented, United, and Knowledgeable. And I'm wearing one of the shirts for my nonprofit because we believe in wearing your support also. But we're currently raising money for girls of color in underserved communities to have more access to the arts because it's appalling, how little opportunities Black girls have to, create and just have art opportunities. So that's my nonprofit side, my art side, and then, together that is me. But yeah.
That's that beautiful balance, you know what I mean? I know artists, they do art for themselves and others. This is how they heal. And for you having a nonprofit, like working it on the on that end, my homie playing the game right, to get what you want and get what you need. And now that's beautiful. And I know you from Oakland.
Yeah.
Right. So every time I stop in Oakland, I meet up with my homie Unlearn and what's his name? Rap Nerd, right?
Oh, okay.
And they have a nonprofit where they teach kids how to do music at an elementary in Oakland.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm going to have to link you up with them because it's dumb, but Black kids, Mexican kids, you know.
Yeah, that's Oakland.
And a lot of girls that was in this room, like 9-year-old girls wanted to do music. So they're making their own beats, writing their own rhymes, trying to figure out how to do their own artwork. And it was like, it was beautiful. So I more than commend you.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of love to do that.
Yeah, I'd love to. We like to, you know, bring our programs in to different schools as well. Like I taught our program at a charter school in Watts a while back. And, you know, things have been a bit different with COVID, but, you know, we're working towards that still. And we have an online platform that we're building out as well for our classes online. So, yeah, that's good.
A lot of love.
Yeah.
A lot of love. That's from being, when I go to Oakland, you feel it, you know. It's the first time you've seen a Maya Angelou billboard. Like,
yeah,
like reading her poem.
Our vibe is, we're a bit different. A lot of people say, like, I feel like it was Jay-Z or something that said that Oakland reminded him of Brooklyn a bit. But it definitely has that vibe, like, or that kind of like Jersey feel. It's not, it's not like LA.
Nah,
but
I was
like
born in Queens, so I feel it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I felt it everywhere. I was able to be as loving as possible. I was able to put my heart on my sleeve.
That's us.
I wasn't nervous to ask a question or walk into a building and ask, can I use the bathroom, and feel like I'm gonna get turned away.
Right. It's crazy that we gotta think about that in these days, because it's real. Because even I mean, I'll be like on road trips, you know, and in the middle you're like, should I go here? I don't know. So, but yeah, it's a very at a very interesting place right now due to gentrification in Oakland. Yeah. But like we're still trying to preserve, you know, like what is the essence of Oakland and like, you know, our grassroots and where we came from. And I think a lot of us who are like born and raised Oaklanders are like stepping out, you know, for advocacy, because like that's, you know, that's what we know. I think that's what we were all raised, you know, to do in Oakland. Like I read Autobiography of Malcolm X when I was in the 7th grade. and my teacher also made us watch The Matrix in the 7th grade. So like, you know, there's a lot of early like leadership, early change things that happen in Oakland schools. So like, you know, we just want to like further that.
I see it and I feel it. Like I see it. I feel it, and that's why I'm blessed to have you on 5 on Love today.
Yes, I'm happy to be here.
So we're going to get into the first question. Like, where did you find self-love? Was it in the house? Was it outside the house?
Yeah.
Was it through friends? Like, what was like the core of you finding self-love?
Yeah, so I definitely did not learn self-love in the house. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, like just, you know, about like how many of us do actually learn self-love in the home, and, you know, versus those of us that don't. And for me, like, yeah, to this day, it's still not something that's really discussed in, you know, my parents' households. Yeah. But like it's something that I definitely had to learn on my own and come to after some, you know, difficult experiences. But I think that I started reading, and that was kind of my avenue into first tapping into like learning about self-love. I think the first book I read was Eat, Pray, Love, which is very different than the movie, you know, don't judge me. It's totally different. But it just gave me a new perspective on just going out on your own and finding out who you are and like what you, because I never really tapped into myself. I realized I never really thought about that, like, like I can, you know, I can do all these things by myself, and I can make these decisions on my own, you know, part my family things. Or so, and then I also had a very like, I think around 15 I realized that I had really bad like anxiety, so I had to do things on my own to kind of like correct that within myself, because I feel like a lot of the time parents don't discuss that. There's still stigma around like, you know, mental health, and so I kind of really had to figure out my own like anxiety issues, my own issues with like depression or whatever when I was really young. So I just I read a lot. I like watched a lot of documentaries, a lot of films. I like educated myself
Yeah.
basically and like learned how to reparent myself because I really wasn't taught those things in the household, like at all. Like we were not
Was
taught.
it like my granny, she showed me a lot of love, and she didn't necessarily tell me love myself, but she would tell me things that made me love myself.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean? Like it was that, then it, like it trickles down to outside. You know, so that's sometimes I'm like, did they even show you, like, did they tell you things to you to like, huh? You know, let me go find this love deeper. You know what I mean? Like my grandma was like, all fat ain't ugly, and all fat ain't this. You a cute motherfucker. And that used to like that stuck with me so much
Yeah.
that it gave me, made my chest go up. It made me get
Yeah.
that feeling. So
Just
did they
nice
give you
things,
anything like
right?
that?
Yeah, no, sadly, no. But I think that that's why I am who I am today. You know, like I didn't really grow up with that like positive reinforcement or anything.
Mm.
Like I'm kind of a family of, you know, kind of just like sarcastic jokes, sometimes a little mean jokes. Like not really, don't really like discuss deeper things. Like so, I had to kind of come to my own, you know, and realize these like truths on my own and. But it definitely made me stronger, you know?
Yeah,
And
I
I
could
did have
tell.
a grandpa. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you good.
But I did have a grandpa who really did instill that in me, like your grandma did. And he actually taught me how to draw. And he taught me how to do art. And I remember him telling me, like, we were on the BART, or that's the subway in
Yeah.
Oakland. And he was like, you know, why people stare at you sometimes? And I'm like, I don't know, like, why? He was like, because you're so beautiful. And it's just like, you know, people just say like just nice things like that. Sometimes you don't realize like what an impact they have on other people. Or like, you know, how it can shift another person's frequency or
Yes.
elevate them up. And,
Yes.
you know, like I didn't have a lot of that growing up other than, you know, like him really. And so I had to build that up in myself. And so I think that that's why I'm very strong in self-love because I had to like fortify myself at a really young age in order to like survive because I didn't really have those things in the household.
That's so powerful because that's what happens. A lot of black folks is we find it in these different places, or we find it in our community. Like, you know, that's why I can see how powerful. Like you're a true healer. You know what I mean? That's what it is. You've been through enough to where you can heal. Some of us are good healing ourselves, but sometimes we need to go somewhere to recharge. But
Yeah,
nah, that's love because it's hard. Self love is hard.
it really is.
It is like accepting a compliment
Yes.
is hard. So sometimes I would make someone accept that compliment. Cause I'm like, yo, man, you doing this? They be like, man, I'm trying to get like you. I'm like, nah, man, listen.
Yeah.
Accept that compliment.
Exactly. Like it's that because you have to tap into that deserving and that like worthiness. Like, am I enough? Am I worthy? Am I deserving? And I think like it took a really long time for me on my journey to realize like that I had not activated that, like activated my deserving. Like I didn't for a long time. I thought I did because I was saying the words like, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, like I love myself, all this and that. But you know, when it really came down to it, when I really like thought about it, it was like, wait a minute, but do I really believe I'm deserving of all these great things? Or do I believe that I'm deserving of all these compliments or this love, you know?
The magic. Like
Yeah.
that's the activation. So you
Yeah.
believe in it. Like I'm Haitian, so I seen a lot of beautiful magic in my life from grandma to aunties, all of that, right? And my auntie said, you gotta believe.
Yeah.
You can't be in this room if you don't believe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And most people don't.
And the magic is just in intentions. That's all it is. It's not the magic. It's like, you know, it's not, you know, the money is not the money. You are who you are before you got it. So
Right.
the magic is what you are. So it's like, you know, it's beautiful to see you creating all these protection spells and these self-love spells to gather up.
Yeah, because, you know, I think the magic of it is realizing that you are it already. Like, you know, you already are that which you want to be, but like the trick is believing that, you know, and like most people don't believe that.
You know,
So yeah.
you gotta turn up. You gotta turn that. You gotta turn up right with that magic. You know.
Yes.
So let's get to the 5 own love.
Yes.
This is. I started this as shows because people would just be standing around. So I had to go up to them like, "Yo, what 5 things you love about themselves?" Then it'd be so hard for them. I'm like, "Oh, let me tell you 5 things I love about you," you know. And I would just break it down like that. And I'm like, you know what? We're gonna get more people to be very vocal about this. So
Yeah.
let's talk. What's 5 things you love about yourself? It can be interior, exterior. It can be deep. It can be shallow. It don't matter what it is. Like, cause people be thinking shallow is bad sometimes. Nah, it's the intentions of that shallowness. You know, is you're not trying to manipulate or do someone. You just like that. You like that. It's like you just like that a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, let me know what the 5 things you love about yourself.
Yes, I will. And you know, I thought about that too, because like I thought about it before and it was a bit difficult. And I'm like, why is this hard? It's just human nature, I guess. Yeah. Okay. But my 5 are, I put my laugh because I think like I have an ability to make myself laugh a lot, and like I just crack myself up. So that's a big thing. And then dancing, my ability to dance out of like any funk or like weird mood that I'm in. If I like am in a really bad place, I can go out and like dance the night away, and the next day I'll wake up feeling like sunshine, basically.
Yeah.
So that's great.
That's
And 3 would be my artistic gift, like my ability to draw or paint or whatever, because I really think I can just take myself to another dimension, another place when I'm in that zone, and like nothing else really bothers me, and I feel really grateful to have that gift. And then 4 is my childlike heart, because I think that my ability to tap into my inner child brings a lot of people around me and myself joy, because I feel like there's a difference between being like childlike versus being childish. And yes. I think that I just love to have fun and love to like just do things that remind me of my inner child.
I love that.
Yeah. And then 5 is my colorful imagination, because I think that it makes meditation really fun. It makes my dreams a really cool place to be. And yeah, those are my 5.
With the last one, do your dreams be like mad vivid? Like, do it be like lucid sometimes?
Yeah, I can definitely go there. And I think like because of that, just I guess because I'm an artist or whatever, like it really helps envisioning, like, you know, with manifestation, like I can really actively visualize like what I want or where I want to be. And a lot of times like I end up seeing that actually, you know, come to fruition in reality. So
ooh, your list is crazy. Jennifer said great list. Now it's from smile to the childlike heart. The art, you know,
thank
like
you.
It's a beautiful combination of everything, you know what I mean? But the childlike heart is it always hits me because, you know, I went from my grandmother, she like, grow up, right? Then when I got older, she like, don't change.
Right.
Like,
right.
keep that who you are.
Exactly.
It just makes, you know, it's like I went to Disneyland for the first time, and it made in my 30s, went to Disneyland for the first time, and it was like,
that's great.
Heart flutters, like, I fall in love again. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So I really love your list.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's so important to do like kid things as an adult. Like even if you don't have kids, like it's important to still do those things, because it's just, you know, the world is crazy out here, and you have to do things to uplift yourself, because like you can't really manifest or like elevate your life from a place of like lack and like low feeling vibration. You got to uplift yourself, and kid things, fun things like help you get there, help you do that. So
I love your spirit. Your spirit is like, I'm lit and uplifting. Like, it's like,
I'm glad.
You know what I mean? Glad. So I love that energy. So we're going, last question. This is like, what do your self-love looks like? And, you know, I tell people it could be a character, a scenery. Like one of my self love looked like Darth Vader with holding a sage lightsaber.
Yeah.
With a rose quartz stone. You know what I mean? He's all dripped in rose quartz, so like this very
I love
dark
that
person, but his energy is so sunny. He's a paradox. So it's just like, you know, what do your self love looks like?
Okay, well, I actually thought about this. So mine is like, she's like this goddess. She's like this black goddess with like really curly hair, like big curly hair. And she's like half like Viking, half like fairy. And she's like a warrior, but also has that ethereal, you know, fairy side. So she connects with people's hearts, but like she doesn't take any shit either. And she has like a big sword.
I like
and
that.
Of course, you know, crystals everywhere. I have crystals all over me, so
I see it.
Yeah.
Yo, she sound like She-Ra.
Yes.
She-Ra over here 6'8", bike. You know, I see the curly hair. I see it. Big old 8-foot sword like some anime. Man, I might have to get someone to draw this out, man.
Right. Well, actually, I learned out, you know, like from Ancestry.com that I'm actually like Scottish and Nigerian. So that's kind of in my head like a combination of like, you know, just like, oh, Nigerian warrior, tribal goddess, but with the Viking of the, you know, Scottish descent too, all together.
Vikings that's one tribe too, you know, when I started looking up like Ragnarok and all of the...
Oh my God, I love... Vikings is my show.
Yeah, so I'm all
Ragnarok.
into Greek mythology, Egyptian gods.
That's my shit.
You know,
yep. All about it.
I think of myself as Dionysus, and my mother is Hera.
Yep.
You know, one homie
I recommend it.
Yeah, I got goosebumps right now. I don't know if y'all can see the
I'm glad. I love this. All the feels.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Man, so I just want to thank you for being on 5 on Love.
Thank you
for sharing your energy. I appreciate you sharing your energy. I love the STUK acronym, man. It's like, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, it's funny because when I initially did the acronym, it was like years ago. So like the U, I was like, it was always meant to be united, right? But I was like, let me change it to unique in the past because I felt like united was too much at the time for the people. But like we're moving into this new age and I feel like it's all about unity and it's like now it makes sense. And I think that it really is about us coming together in, you know, positive communities because like, you know, the mainstream media is very toxic, very fear-based right now. And it's just like, yeah, we need to come together in positivity and light. So
in the words of my brother Cam Gnarly, from the womb to the tomb.
Yes.
Straight up. Like, it's from the womb to the tomb. And that's what it is with everybody, you know what I mean? It's just being fearless.
Yeah.
Of uniting. Like, because when you unite, it's about each other. It's about everyone. I went to Hawaii and how they did their protest is elders in the front, women second, the men sit down. If the people get past the elders, they got to talk to the women. The women can't stop it. The men don't talk. The women tell the men to get up and fight.
Wow,
and that's what they do.
That's powerful.
Oh, I was like, oh shit, and it made me understand that I'm okay with the word submissive.
Yeah.
Like as me as a man, especially a 6'3", 400-pound man, it was that sacrifice or that giving of like I submit my everything to you. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Ooh. Yeah, it was wild. And I mean, I was like, oh, this is how I'm running my life.
Yeah.
This is how I'm running it.
Because, I mean, I think that's what's frustrating these days because, you know, we're all talking about Black girl magic, this, that, but it's still very hard for Black women to have their voices heard, and even more so for Black girls. Like, it's just, we don't get a chance to speak, and it's often when we are in rooms, like, we get cut off, like we can't like fully say it because men speak over us, or like, you know. So I think that that is so profound and powerful. And oh, I actually came up with an initiative too, when ready, I'll talk about that, for my nonprofit, to have people kind of, you know, share their voices more and stand up. But yeah.
Nah, I believe in that. And I've been that's been one of my things. 'Cause I have a strong voice. I'm a big dude. I always talked up for people, and my girl would like pinch me. She like, oh, right, I'm doing it. You know, it just
It's
learning
important.
curve.
It's important. It really is. But yeah, so I made a coloring initiative for like everybody to color for a cause, because we believe that, you know, art saves lives and self-love heals. And, you know, art is therapeutic. People need to really unplug and have like an outlet these days, away from social media, away from their computers, away from everything. So I came up with this coloring initiative, because they have all of my, let's see, this is one of my illustrations back here, but they have my illustrations on them. And and I'm asking everybody to take a picture with the art that says "Art saves lives, self-love heals," and yeah, it's a movement. So I'm just trying to bring people together. And coloring is therapeutic. It helps with anxiety, and all of my art pieces are embedded with positive affirmations to remind you to love yourself. So you get to, you know, have all this in one when you're coloring. Have a glass of wine and it gets even better.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that was my granny. That was one of me and her favorite things to do, especially when I was able to drink with her.
Yeah.
You know, it was different. It was different. Now I'm like, I'm becoming like something. I'm in coloring like Winnie the Pooh and all of that, and she teaching me her methods that she learned in 1960s.
I love it.
So I'm down. I'm gonna have to. Yeah. Thank you, Jennifer. Because I'm gonna have to download it and color it.
Yeah, link in my bio.
A couple of them, and I'm gonna go try to give them to a couple of homies to take pics. That's beautiful.
Please,
Man,
please, please.
I wanna thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank you.
Oh man, I'm blessed just to, you know, be in this presence right now.
Me
This
too.
is why I do this.
Because it's like, people should be more open to talk about self-love, but I think because it is an aspect of mental health, a lot of people still like shy away from it, or like have a bit of fear, or like stigma-based fear behind it. So I'm really glad and happy. It makes me so excited that you are like so open to discuss it, and I'm so glad that you have this show, and like, please keep going with it, because it's so needed. It's so needed. Especially
I gotta use it. I gotta utilize it. I gotta use my homie said, "You big, man. You a big dude. Sometimes," and he said, "and you got power. You got this." He's like, "Open up. People might really listen to you because just your presence."
Yes.
Like, open up. Like, I've been in therapy. I was in group homes. I was foster care, all of that. You know, bipolar, mama bipolar. Mama did 25 years in prison. Dad got deported to Hades. And I used to hide behind all of that.
Right. I think we all did, because we all have issues, you know?
But I realized that this is actually one of the greatest books if I start going towards love.
Yes.
This could be the greatest, like sports. This would be the greatest run back, or like in my coach, I had a dope coach that put self-love in his speeches. Playing football, right?
Yeah.
I did sumo for a year, and same thing. I had another teacher that put self-love in his training.
That's dope.
So, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I feel I appreciate you, because you did the shadow work. You did the, you know, you caught them fades in one.
Did
lose
I?
And win. But
Did I?
You know, you only got to get one win, you know, but you caught them fades. you know.
And it's just like, I think that that's what makes us able to like stand up and talk about it, like when we have been through really hard struggles, like when we have been through the dark or the depths of like depression or darker depths of like anxiety and pulled ourselves out of that, then we have the ability to talk about it and then inspire others to do the same, and uplift others to do the same. So
I love it. I
yeah,
love it. Oh man, thank you again.
thank you.
I'm gonna have this up.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit you up to get your top fives.
Yes.
So people can view them.
Cool.
And tell the people where they can find you.
Yes.
.com, all of that.
Yeah. Okay. So all my links are in my bio, and my nonprofit is STUK Design, so that's STUK Designs at STUK Designs. And yeah, you can check out my Coloring for a Cause initiative for my nonprofit. We're raising money for girls in underserved communities to have more access to the arts. And yeah, Color for a Cause, help us join the movement. And if you don't have any money to like donate, that's totally fine. Just color, and let's come together as a global community, because that's what's so needed right now.
Ah, man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hopefully next time I'm in Oakland, we can all link up.
Please.
I might have to try to have a show.
I'm in LA too a lot.
Yeah. So everyone, this is Brette Sims, entrepreneur, artist, healer. She got the goddess character with the swords.
Viking fairy.
With the swords of healing and truth slicing through everything.
Oh, I have the arrow. I have the arrow too.
Ooh.
The fairy arrow.
I feel it. Hey, she out here. Follow her. Click the link in her bio and color. Get your kids to color. Take a family picture. We don't care. You be in your vibe and color.
Get in your zone.
Vibe, and all of it, you know what I mean? Just be you and have some fun. I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
Have a beautiful night.
Yeah, have a beautiful Sunday. Happy Self-Love Sunday.
Yay.
All right.
Bye. Yo, that was beautiful. Self-love, baby. Listen, I'm on this forever. This is the greatest thing I came across in my life is self-love. The greatest thing I came across in my life. And it changed everything. Music, business, relationships, everything. It overturned everything, man. Every turnover became a bucket. You know what I mean? So hope y'all find self-love. I'm going to do something special. If anyone want to go live with me right now and talk about the 5 things they love about themselves, just click on it. If not, I'm about to cancel. I'm about to get rid of it, But that's what I'm do after every show. If someone in a room want to talk about 5 things they love about themselves, tap in. If not, it's all good. I know talking about 5 things to love about yourself is, it is kind of a difficult thing for some people, but I want to be the safe space that you can talk about the things you love about yourself, accept some compliments, you know what I mean? But if not, I see y'all next Sunday. I'm doing this every Sunday. If you're trying to be a guest or another guest, hit on my brother Preston. That's my brother. That's my manager. That's my partner. So he would take care of it. He would check it out and see what we can do. But yeah, 5 on love. What's 5 things you love about yourself? I'm the Orca main, Noa James. I'm out. Y'all stay lovely. Y'all stay majestic. Toodaloo.